Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your mid-monthly. I hope that your birthday season has been going well for everybody. Those that haven't had their birthday yet, happy birthday. You know, may all your wishes come true as you blow out the candle for this year. It's only right during your birthday season that you get one of the things that you desire, you know what I'm saying, at least. But let's go ahead and jump right in. I am still doing the what the actual fuck spread. If you're unfamiliar, you can Google an image. It's pretty much the same setup that I've been doing, although for the newbies you're probably wondering what it looks like. I don't think that I will leave the picture as my thumbnail this month, so you may just have to Google the image, but you'll get the gist as I'm going through the cards, okay? But just as a general reminder, this is for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Midheaven, and or Venus, okay? So what came out for you guys as far as the overlying theme as I was meditating on your energy, I was hearing chasing the wind, okay? As I was also preparing for these readings and knowing that you guys were up first, I just noticed that there was this like rushed energy that I was feeling, things not going the way that you intend them to, so you're getting very frustrated, like really antsy energy. That's what came out. But as far as the cards, your overlying theme for the mid-monthly has the Ace of Cups and the Sun energy, okay? So like for some of you guys, what's really good and awesome about this is that there is enough self-love, there's an appreciation for life, an appreciation for beauty, wanting to extend your lightheartedness, which is fine and dandy. Some of you guys, I'm hearing sunbathing. You definitely somewhere by water, or that's where you should go if you have the funds for it, just to reconnect with yourself, right? And to be at peace and to fill your cup back up. You just need to immerse yourself a little bit more in the sun. Some of you guys are giving birth to a son, and congratulations on that, or somebody's pregnant with a boy, right? But the sun energy can just also talk about just, of course, being overjoyed and being just exuberant and being very comical as well, because the sun is an entertainment type of card, so all about like fun and games type of energy. So that's present, and optimism is also here. If you've been feeling down in the dumps before your birthday season, you're now able to like bask in the joy and the lightness of what this month has brought for you thus far. Everything that you have kind of been wishing upon, with a wishing well potentially here is what I'm getting with this Ace of Cups. It is on the horizon for you. So I mean, when it comes time for you to blow out your birthday candle, just make a very promising wish. Don't waste the wish is really what I want to say, okay? So there's a lot of good energy here. Creativity is welling back up inside of you guys. You're wanting to delve back into creative pursuits that maybe you have had to put on the back burner for a while, and I'm only saying that because what came up as far as what's real about the situation, you have the Judgment card. So this is from the previous cycle that we've just closed out. So again, things that may have been put on the back burner from the year of 2018 that you couldn't quite get off of the ground because it wasn't mature enough yet. You still had to go through your own personal lessons. You may have to at this time do some revisions. That's what you were overlooking. There wasn't enough organization, right? It was a lot of fun, like all play and no work. That's really what I'm getting at, right? So you're going to have to revise here with this Judgment card, but if not, this is again going back to something that may have been creative that you started in 2018 and seeing where you can take it or what you can do with it with this energy and going forward in this year. As far as like what is wrong about the situation, you have the Ace of Wands, which is the energy that I was feeling again as I was preparing to do your video for the mid-monthlies. This is things not going your way, because Aces is all about your first house, the I, right? The ego, having that independence, right? Having that sense of freedom and that feeling restricted. So Yeah, there are some issues that are going on as far as the first house, the eye, is concerned, your own personal image, and just how the vision of what it is that you want is manifesting. I guess that's the best way that I can articulate that. Now, I do want to say, if you are dealing with someone outside of yourself and it's something on a romantic, physical attraction type of level, like there is some sort of chemistry there with this Ace of Wands, then the issue is that you're being a little too selfish, right? You're wanting to be very self-centered here with the sun, as the actual sun is like the center of everything. All exists because of the sun, you know, all can be sustained because of the sun, but it can be very arrogant energy, right, when it comes to people and not knowing how to utilize the attention that they get in the most productive way, or being able to share in the spotlight in a sense, right? So that can be the blockage in love, especially if there is a romantic interest or in just some other way, shape, form, or fashion. You guys are just being extremely selfish here, because that is in the essential obstacle position as far as what is wrong about the situation, what is false. Too much of the I and not so much the we, because where you need more information, what came up was the Three of Swords. There's like miscommunication here. Right? This is an inkling. This is giving somebody an opportunity, like giving the benefit of the doubt, and it not working to your benefit, right? But again, if you're dealing with somebody else, there's just like miscommunication. The things that you're saying, you're not understanding how it can hurt the people that you are involved with, right? Even if you don't mean anything by it, because there is some sense of innocence with the Sun card and the Ace of Cups, right? You just are very free. There's like a naivety. I hope you know what I'm trying to say. But in your just wanting to not have a care in the world, you can very well, just by being frank and trying to just be playful in the way in which you're trying to be flirtatious, it can come across in a different light to somebody here with this Three of Swords. So just go back to your third house. If you feel like your growth has been stunted in some way with this Sun energy, which can also be a potential like Crux that hounds you, right? Just as far as creativity is concerned, as far as money is concerned, and just feeling wealthy within yourself, right? Having that abundance mentality inside before you can see it externally. That might be something, again, that is the issue and something that you're having to work on. Again, going back to a point of review, checking in with those strengths and weaknesses, seeing how much improvement you have made upon those strengths or weaknesses. Have you made any improvements, right? Has there been any sense of growth? Again, there might be some sense of stagnancy there. So you're going back to that, because the three does talk about the triad: the heart, the mind, the body, or the mind, the body, the spirit, right? As the heaven, the earth, and the waters, right? You need more than one element in order to alchemize, in order to have harmony, right? Too much of one thing can be a very bad thing over time. So it's learning how to use everything also in moderation, and I feel like that's what you guys might be working on. Again, learning how to share here with this Three of Swords energy that's coming up. So just go back to that. Also, as far as like career is concerned, is working on your leadership abilities, right? Are you a good leader? Knowing what that takes, right? It takes humility. It takes you being able to put yourself in the same position as the people that you are expecting great things out of, right? You can't hire a cook if you don't know how to cook yourself, you know, because then you can be putting these for lack of a better word, like harsh expectations on these people for generating certain outcomes when you haven't done it yourself to kind of know, okay, like what does the learning curve of this certain thing look like? You know what I'm saying? How much pressure can I put on other people, depending on how much pressure you feel that you can take. And also that threshold is different for everybody. So it's learning that, it's learning thresholds this month. Okay. Being responsible for what you are expecting of other people, but understanding like, can you also produce those expectations yourself, you know? And then just having a little bit more patience in that and working with that, because that sense of cooperation just isn't there. That sense of feeling encouraged, I don't know, it's not quite there yet. So the final outcome that came up for you guys was the Chariot card. And pardon my dog if you hear him barking. And again, that's kind of where I got the sense of chasing the wind, right? Everything on earth is done in vain, right? You like to look beautiful, you're doing that in vain, you know? You want to be the best at everything that you're doing, it's done in vain. You want to work really hard to get a lot of money to acquire the things that you so desire, it's chasing the wind. You're never going to be satisfied, you're always going to want more, but you need to be grateful for what is in order to have more. And that's where a lot of people struggle, and that can also be what dries the well up in a sense, right? Here up at the top in every area of your life, not just talking about romantic love, right? So it's just being grateful for what is and not necessarily chasing the wind so much and always feeling like you need to be pulled in 8 different directions, although in this card there's only like 2 directions in which the horse is going. And Chariot does relate to the sign of Cancer, so that person might come in and might teach you a thing or two about how to merge the 2 opposing forces within self, or just how to be a mediator, right, in situations that prove to be a little bit difficult here, that you don't want to work through, right, because you just want to, again, try to have your way. And it's going to resonate how it does just for whatever you're going through in particular. But although this is the Chariot card, which speaks about Cancer, I do get the sense that this is also a card that can be associated with Pisces, just in this deck, because, you know, the fish symbolically are always swimming in the opposing direction, right? And so it is, one is the soul and one is the personality, and it's always trying to make sure that you are in alignment with both, that what you want on a personal level, right, matches up with the soul of who you are. Okay, otherwise things will always prove to be a little bit chaotic in your life. So do have fun and do be all about the fun and games, but do put the work in that is required, that is coming up here with this Judgment card, so that you don't have to cycle through another painful experience, right? As far as it being potentially physically painful, where you lose something to really learn the lesson. So that is what is coming through for you guys as far as your chakras are concerned. Get your root chakra, sacral, solar plexus, and your heart in alignment for sure, okay? If this video resonated, give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family. Do subscribe for more, and at this point also, if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, then just hit me up at my email, which I will leave here for you guys, okay? But until we speak again, do take care of yourself, your mind, your body, and your spirit.